Hello, everyone. Happy Monday. So, I want to talk about the different roles or masks that we wear throughout this human journey that we're on, the different aspects of us that play a significant role in how we view and how we show up in our life. So, these roles or these masks can be anything from a victim, a martyr, right? You play the victim, you play the martyr, you play the poor me, you play out lack mentality, you never have enough. You play out the role of, I always need to be the best, I need to shine, I need to get external validation, that's how I feel good about myself. You may play the role of never good enough, not worthy, right? Never going to be seen, never going to be heard. These are masks that we put on or roles that we play that we're very familiar with, that many of us are unconscious of. And they are not who we are. They are an illusion. They're literally like a costume. And they are born out of trauma. They're born out of trauma. So a trauma doesn't have to be something dramatic like a physical or sexual abuse. It can be something as simple as your parents forgetting to pick you up at school one day and you stay there for like 3 straight hours wondering if your parents are ever going to come get you. That's a trauma for a young child. And so what happens is that we are born into a human journey where we begin to experience traumas. Tiny traumas or large traumas, and those traumas create belief systems. So we have a trauma from the external world, and we hold on to or create a belief from that trauma. I'm not good enough. Things always happen to me. I always have to wait for the next shoe to drop. I need external validation all the time in order to be loved and seen. People are going to leave me all the time. These are belief systems based on trauma. These belief systems are an illusion, okay? So what happens is you're now 25, 35, 45, 50, and you're continuing to play out aspects or roles that were initially born from a trauma way in your past. And so the key is to recognize that it is not what is occurring in your now. So we're holding on to all these roles, we're holding on to all these masks that were never who we are, but that we perpetuated in our lives because we held belief systems around them. And as we start to awaken right now, as we start to evolve, we're starting to get real clear on these roles. So here's what I encourage you to pay attention to. What roles, what masks are you wearing a lot? What do you find yourself being over and over again? Abandonment? Walking away before somebody else does? Feeling like you have to work really hard in order to be seen and heard, not feeling worthy, right? Feeling the victim. Everybody's doing these things to you. These are roles, they're aspects, they're masks, costumes. So the first thing you want to do is you want to observe the roles that you're playing. No judgment around it, right? It is just the human experience, literally. Why judge it? It's just being the human. What role am I playing? Observe it. What is the belief, the core belief at the bottom of that role, right? So if you always think that people are going to be abandoning you, right? You live in this sort of space of leaving before somebody else leaves you, right? That's abandonment. Or grabbing really tight onto somebody as they start to leave or they want to leave, right? In a relationship or friendship, whatever it is. What's the core belief? The core belief is I am not worthy to be in relationship. I am not worthy to be seen. I'm not worthy to be loved. Everybody's going to leave me because I'm not good enough. There's something wrong with me. So getting to that core belief. And if you can get to that core belief, whatever it is for you, you find that core belief and you pull it up, you'll recognize that it's not true. You are worthy. Of course you are. People do want to be with you. They're not going to leave you, right? You deserve to be seen and heard and loved. So the core belief is an absolute illusion. But you have to believe that it is. You have to choose what belief you want to hold on to. If you want to continue to hold on to the belief that arose from a trauma that was never you, then you will perpetuate that trauma response, that role, that mask. If you pull up the belief and you say, I'm done, I'm not playing in this belief anymore, I'm going to choose to no longer believe this belief. It's that simple. It doesn't have to take 1,000 different steps or 15 books to read. It's that simple. Choose and be done with the belief. Be done with it, because it's not in your now. It's not presenting itself in your now. This belief is not being created right now. Nothing is showing you that you're going to be abandoned. Nothing is showing you that you're not worthy. Nothing is showing you that you need external validation. It's all based on a previous trauma. But we perpetuate it and we expect it because we hold tight to those beliefs. So as soon as you can recognize the role that you're playing, the masks that you're wearing, the costumes that you have on, and you don't want them anymore, get to the core belief, find that belief. How do you get to a core belief? You dive into the pattern. What's this pattern that I continue to do? What's this pattern that I'm always doing? And what is the pattern telling me about myself? What's the pattern telling me about myself? That's the belief. And then you choose. It's that simple. You choose if you want to continue to believe that belief or not. And if you start doing this, you will change your life. You'll change the trauma responses that you have. You'll change your victimhood. You'll change your martyrhood. You'll change the fact that you don't believe that you're worthy to have everything you want. You'll change the fact that people aren't going to leave you, right? That you deserve to be in relationship, etc., etc. Right now, in this now moment, it is a clean slate. Every now moment is a clean slate. You create new beliefs, you create new thoughts, you create new emotions, you create new behaviors. Over and over and over. But what happens is that we are a human, we are a machine, so to speak, that has been programmed to believe that everything that occurred when we were a very young child, we have stored in our bodies that have created beliefs, behaviors, and thoughts that perpetuate throughout our life. We believe it to be who we are. None of it is who you are. It is all an illusion. And every single moment you get to choose whether you want to continue with that behavior, continue with that belief, continue with that mask or that costume, that aspect of you that you're playing out, that role, or if you want to drop it. Choose. Find the belief and recognize it's never been you, and you can literally drop it off at the bus stop and choose a completely different belief. And you may have to do it over and over and over again. But it's all up to you. This is called empowerment, sovereignty, evolving, choosing, being the creator. I hope this was useful. I love you.